remember, like I couldn't hear you guys because my headset kept cutting in and out. But it was a Square game, like I said.
All right, we are live. That's right. I think this is the first special show we've ever done like this. So,
Yeah.
if you're on social media right now, people are hating on first-person Indiana Jones, which, so I don't know.
What's the issue?
Machine Games is doing it. So Machine Games.
Gonna hate on it, of course. I didn't expect anything less. That's why they
I
watched
don't
our
see how
directs.
anybody could hate on it, man. What the fuck? Like, did we
No,
watch
man,
the
they
same
need
game?
animals. So they watch our directs. Because you ever notice they always watch it? Every time you have something to say about whatever game that was on any of our shows immediately after the show. Jake Barbie, Persona, the other stupid ones. So it just
They're too busy foaming it up, man. That's all
Yeah.
that foam is getting to their brain.
You know the funny thing about Phone Stars? It's only a timed exclusive. I thought it was just exclusive. I was like, you can keep it.
Okay, so
But anyway,
how do we want to
Thank you.
how do we want to structure this? Do we want to talk about it as it's on screen?
I think
let's
everyone
talk
has to
about one
talk
game
at
at
the
a
same
time.
time.
Well,
I
okay.
think we can all just talk at the same time. Blah blah blah. blah.
Obsidian, and Avowed is
Thought we
on
really
screen
liked that
now.
joke from yesterday.
First of all, can we talk about one? Can we talk about one thing first?
Sure.
That Bushido is actually here alive with us and not crippled up in the hospital anymore. Now he's just crippled up in the hospital talking to us. So I just want to clarify that. So, welcome back to Bushido
Yes.
to the 2 months later. So
Welcome,
you.
Bushy.
Aw.
Welcome, Bushy.
It's half a
now we
machine.
can finally get rid of Fabio after all this time. Thank God. All
Oh,
right, time to boot him. So,
You ever notice
I
how
was
Umbro was
here
in the
before
chat
you,
last
babe.
night, and now Bushido's in today, but they're never in at the same time?
Yo, come on, stop it. Stop.
wow. Hey, Bush,
Every
you,
time
Something's a little
You and-
suspicious here.
We've done this show together.
you
We
and
did this show
Umbra.
together.
I know, but you and Umbra really need to let us in on what voice filter you're using, because the slight difference is convincing to a point.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby, you're gonna fan the flames of this rumors. Man.
Oh man. So yeah, Avowed
Yeah, let's
on
talk-
screen.
Let's talk about them in order. If you want to, or whatever you put on the screen, we could do that.
Avowed is playing right now, and
Okay.
wow. You know, Bob's down. To me, it's like I was just saying, in the green room, it's to me it looks like Baldur's Gate without turn-based, which is really the only thing I didn't like about Baldur's Gate. So yes, give it to me. Oh, Bush.
It looks
Welcome back.
garbage.
Oh, Hellblade 2 is 7-8 hours long and $50 at launch.
And it's only digital. It's only digital. Hellblade
Wait,
2
wait,
is
wait.
only digital.
It's 7 or 8 hours long.
What the?
Yeah.
You gotta be joking about that, because that game has been in development for like 20 years, man. That game can't be that freaking short.
Well, they're trying to match PlayStation's normal hours of gaming, so they had to make one like that. So that's
Hold
what
on,
it
where'd you
was.
see this at, Vincent?
Wah, wah.
Vincent, answer me.
Huh?
Huh?
Where'd you? He's like, where did you see this at?
Oh, what's his name?
If you name one pony, I swear to God,
Shinobi 602 said it.
who said it?
Shinobi on Twitter.
Yeah, it's a trusty source.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, he's actually a very like one of the best.
I can't wait for the damn game to be released and see for yourself. How
Yeah.
about
For me, when they say it's 6 to 8 hours, that means it's gonna be like 3 to 4 for me because I beat games really quick. So yeah, that's
I
unfortunate.
don't think so. You're not that
Yeah.
good. So Bobby, like you said, back to
Well,
Avowed.
okay, wait, hold on. Let's stop here.
excuse
You've been
me,
playing
man.
Liza
I'm
P
talking
for 3
about-
months.
I'm talking to Bobby. Bobby gave me the mic. Respect the mic.
You ain't on the mic.
Thank you, Bobby.
So what'd you think of Avowed, Bush?
If I could get Mac and Romeo to shut up, but
You're welcome.
Oh,
So the game.
This is when
Actually-
Bushido talks. This is what it sounds like. Okay, carry on. All right. He's back, baby.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You're not funny, man. That's not funny.
Just
That's
go,
actually-
Bushido. Just talk about your
Yeah.
shitty opinion.
Hey, if you guys come on back, I would and could. Oh, the only one that's being respectful is Vincent. Thank you, Vincent. He gonna come
You're
in like what? No.
Fuck up.
okay.
All right. So look, the game actually surpassed what I thought it would look like. Like when they showed it in the beta, it looked a little like it needed polishing, and I didn't take it negatively because they said it was in excuse me, that was alpha build. Sorry, alpha build. And so I thought it actually looked pretty good even for alpha. So I was like, if they cleaned up, I think the game will look pretty good. No. The game surpasses what I thought it would look like. It looks freaking fantastic. The colors, the vibrant lights, the lighting is really a gorgeous game. The combat looks like it's mad fun.
Yeah. My dogs, they liked it too.
Oh yeah. Compared to like, when they showed it the first time, Avowed looked amazing, right? Remember we had that first clip of like the guy doing the symbol on the sword and then pulling out the sword in the hand, right? And then they showed it in E3 last year, and I was kind of disappointed a little bit. I'm like, this doesn't look like what they've shown us, that little clip.
Yeah.
Well,
they do it they do it all games.
What would they do? Because remember we had a conversation
we
about
talked about that.
and Bobby and all of us.
Nice conversation about that.
It being the Watch Dogs 1, it being Division 1. I said, I hope it ain't like that. This game looks so much better than what it looked like in June. I am so impressed with this. Oh my god, I can't wait.
Honestly, I don't know what's the issue with you guys, because since the review that we had last year, I really thought that it looked great, and it continues to look great. The only thing that we noticed more in this gameplay that they showed off is less color because it wasn't a desert environment. But other than that, like, it looks just like what I thought it was going to look like, which is a mix between Elder Scrolls Online and Fable. And the result of this is Baldur's Gate, basically.
Basically, yeah. I will agree with that.
Basically, it looks like a bit more realistic Baldur's Gate 3, in my opinion, whatsoever. And like, holy crap, it looks so good. The gameplay looks so awesome. Like, animation.
I said the same thing, Fabio. It looked like Skyrim and Fable mixed together. Like, same exact thing. Yep.
Exactly. Like, it gave that vibe so well done. And like, the holy fucking shit, who is not going to be a wizard in this game? Because who is not going to try to use all
dual wands?
Yeah, like the wand was so OP, using the wand and a sword at the same time. It's just like, okay, that's the most OP combo ever. I'm sold. That's it. Give me now.
The sword and the pistol, I thought that was dope. I just was like, oh yeah, I like that. Then the dual wielding of the pistols.
Yeah, they said you could dual wield everything in the game. No matter everything could be dual wield. So 2 wands, 2 shields for some reason if you're weird. It's crazy.
Stuff like that.
So our resident RPG fanatic, Yuso Vin.
Wait. We ain't get Vincent's shake on it.
That's what I was going.
That's what he was
where we were going.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
My bad.
Always
My bad.
jumping ahead. Always jumping
And,
ahead.
and this guy was preaching to respect the mic. Oh.
Yeah, right. Shut up, Bushido.
That's what
Bushido is a hypocrite. I just want to point out.
I say, hey man, you skip it up.
Shut up there. Shut the hell up there.
All right, Vinny, go with it. Did you get a Baldur's Gate feel?
Oh, from Avowed? Hell yeah. It has like that type of art style, where it's like high fantasy, and is it Unreal Engine 5 or 4?
I think it's 5.
I think it's 5.
Maybe it's
That looks really good, dude. Like,
5.
and they fixed the nighttime setting, which was like the biggest issue with the game. It just didn't look good in the dark. But now it does. It looks amazing. Like, freak. I can't wait to play it. My only concern is like I want to see more of the like
5.
quest side. Like I want to see what the quests look like and what the story looks like. Like the
It looks
combat looks really good, but
Like one thing
the
that I
sequence look
missed.
like. No, go
Like
ahead, go
one
ahead.
thing.
Yo, good, cut me off. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, I like it. Like you really love to interrupt people, right? So it's just amazing.
Listen, we all know I do it, so everybody just accepts it.
Yeah.
No, but like what I only missed about the Avowed gameplay, which I really enjoyed, like was just I would love to see a situation just like we see usually in a game. Like you remember when Anthem, EA's Anthem got announced. Like when we saw the character walking around the city, you see the environment. Like you see that this is a living, breathing world. Like this is something that I missed. I would really appreciate if they would do something like that. Like you are going to a city, a village, or something like that. You are interacting with people, or people are interacting somehow with you. But and then you go to calm. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean here?
No, I
But
agree
like
with you.
what
I
they
know.
I agree
showed
with you.
was really
I would
done.
have.
But I would love to see. But I would definitely love for them to go with a structure like that. But other than that, no complaints at all. Avowed was one of the games that I was mostly excited for, and yeah, there's a really good reason to be excited.
Yeah, was it just
So
me,
what?
or did they not show in the gameplay? Remember, we had seen the last couple of years with the writing in the air and the casting of the spells.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah. They didn't show none of
They
that.
didn't show any of that, so I'm wondering if it's been removed.
I
For
doubt it. I
fluidity
doubt it. With
or-
it, I doubt it. Eh.
Don't think so either. Okay.
That might be like to me. It kind of reminds me of like a teleportation thing, kind of like a Marvel with the where they do the wand, they do that, and the freaking they just teleport through it or whatever. But I'm reading on here real quick. It says that it's actually built in Unreal 4, but will have probably a lot of features built with Unreal 5 in it too. So it might be a dual Unreal 4 and 5. So
How is that possible?
well, it is possible because Batman Arkham Knight was built on Unreal Engine 3, but had features from Unreal Engine 4. So that is it is possible. Yeah, it is possible. Yes. So
God
I didn't know
damn.
yep. Well, it's because they're using because Avowed is using Nigerian FX for Unreal 5. That I do know, but I guess they started with the Obsidian from like the Outer Worlds engine. So that's the Nigerian engine, the FX engine. So they're using that same engine, but they just upgraded it probably into Unreal 5. So it's probably got a mixture of both engines into together, kind of like a copy and paste, and they just kind of add all the better stuff into Unreal 5, So like the smaller features like the lettering and stuff like that to make it look a little bit more crisp and better. So, yeah.
Hey, I just want to give a quick shout out to Palpatine in the chat. It's great to see you, brother, and of course, Thimber holding down the streets, and who is also
You know what?
who's also represented on screen now. Yep. That's right.
RP team. What's going on, big boy?
Yeah. See, and I wanted to say, you weren't here last night, Bushido, but I told everybody that it would be Square Enix for this game that we're going to be talking about. So, as I was saying, it's a Square Enix.
No. I just want to correct you in your statement. There,
I
that
did say
you
that
said-
I thought it was going to be
you said-
Final Fantasy the
no.
open beta.
Yeah,
No, I did say Final Fantasy.
Let me say it here.
Give it to him.
You
Give
said
it to him.
maybe the Shadow Drop might be Final Fantasy.
I said the open beta. Yeah, I said or 16. I said, but I think Square has something to do with it. I said it's something to do with Square. I don't know what it is. No. Hey, I got the recording. I'll go back and I'll copy and clip it and send it right to you there.
Guesses, but he did say it would be a Square game though. Yeah, he made some
I did
guesses.
say Square. I had 3 guesses that it was going to be, and then Vinny goes, "It's Spider-Man 2." So then I had to throw that out there.
No, like Vinny decided to exaggerate and said
I
it's
can't
Spider-Man
stand
2
that
or
dude.
Banjo Kazooie.
I don't know if Vinny was trolling me or all the ponies, one of the two, because it was killing either way.
Okay, Hellblade.
Hellblade.
Hellblade now.
Hellblade was next in the Dev Direct, and
Man,
we found out a couple things about Hellblade since the Developer Direct. 7-8 hours campaign, I
I don't know where the
No,
7 comes from. I'm looking at it too now. I'm doing 8.
again. Is the game already released? No, right? So until the game gets released, just wait a little bit before you start. We all start to
Yeah.
bum everything out, saying 7-8 hours.
It
I
didn't
know
feel
it is
bad
a
when I played the
project
first
that
one.
is
It
pretty
didn't feel short.
accurate, but again, wait for the game to be released.
Yeah, my daddy. I do whatever I want.
8-hour trash.
No, but I agree with you. But when I played the first one, um, it didn't feel like 8 hours. I think I beat it in like 20. Because I thought there was some
For
stuff you
what's that?
could look for. So I was taking my sweet time, thinking that there's some stuff to find. And after a while, I gave up on it and just played the game. And then a couple got stuck.
For 1 second, I thought you were going to say like it didn't. When I played the first game, it didn't feel like 8 hours. It felt like 4 hours. That fucking piece of shit.
Nah, I love the first game. I thought it was really good, especially the audio. The audio was just something special.
Yeah,
But
it really outshines everything, honestly. But like Hellblade 2, okay, my
I'm kind of
comments on it, it
disappointed.
looks amazing. It looks
Yeah,
amazing. I
I'm
was
still a
not
little
disappointed at all.
disappointed. I was a
And
little.
like I don't care.
Ain't gonna
You
kill me
were
though.
seriously, you were disappointed about it. What's the matter with you?
No, 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 no. I was just disappointed in the length of the game.
Yeah.
Ah.
But you know
Yeah,
what?
but that,
No,
besides
but
that,
like,
though, it's fantastic.
honestly, I don't necessarily care if the game is going to be like 7-8 hours. I care about like, okay, it's going to be 7 8 hours. If it is 7 8 hours, how are they going to entertain me during these 7 8
Yeah,
hours?
yeah.
Am I going to feel that everything's way too rushed? What's going to be happening over here?
Hmm.
I'm telling you, Tony's gonna jump on that. They're gonna get their grind on.
And I know Nukem is crying right now because it's going to be digital only.
It's only going to
How about that?
Mm.
I mean, he
Opponents
sounded
are
like
gonna want.
he was coming too. So my fault,
Opponents are
Vince.
gonna
okay,
want
but
Phil
like,
Spencer's head for not releasing these games
but like,
PlayStation Day One.
Yeah,
but like,
exactly.
what do
Fire
you
him.
guys? What
He's a
like? What
liar.
do you guys?
He's a liar.
God
He's
damn
a
it! What do you guys think of the game?
Yeah. What do we think about what?
For fuck's sake, which game are we talking about? Hellblade, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Are you going to be so bummed out because of this rumor of 7-8 hours left that you are don't want to talk about it anymore?
No, no, no. Listen, I still want the game. I still want to play the game. It didn't. The time frame in the other game didn't seem like anything, out of the normal. If it was a good length for a game, I'm not sweating it. I'm all for it. Let's get it.
You know, the first game
You
may
know,
have actually been. The first game wasn't that long either.
Mm.
Yeah, I missed one of those. What do you call it? One of the obliques, or one of the things. There's 10 of them in the game, and I only got 9 of them.
the totems,
Yes.
those totems that
Yep.
gave you Norse lore.
Nor what?
Norse lore.
Yeah, Nordic lore, like Vikings.
It's like you're saying North
Odin,
Florida.
Odin. Yeah,
Yeah, it sounded like you made up a word.
It did.
I'm sorry.
Norse lore.
Norse lore. Yeah, Norse. Yeah.
Norse Law, I choose
Goddamn.
you.
Oh gosh.
Norse.
Hey,
Goddamn.
big shout out to Boba Fett Gaming in the chat. It's great to see you, bro.
Wilbur.
Mr. BFG. Mac, what'd you think of Hellblade, Mac? Are you there, Mac?
Ooh, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, I'm talking, ain't I? I think it looks amazing. Like I said, Unreal Engine 5. Am I gonna play it? I was so disappointed in the first game. I didn't finish it. I know how it ends, but I hated the combat in the game in the first one. So they looked like they enhanced it a lot. Me and Bushido was talking during the show about why it looked so much better with the melee combat system. So I'm hoping they fix that a little bit. but this looks like it's still the most story driven game that was like the first one of you being just a mental patient. And will I play it? Yes. Do I? Well, I buy it. Yeah, probably not. I'm not spending $50 on a game that I'm not 100% on. And then on top of it, now hearing that it might not even be more than 8 hours, I'm probably definitely not even considering buying it. I'm just going to play it on Game Pass until I either stop playing it. But I will say the game looks amazing. The game looks like they've done a real good job. It looks smoother than the first one. Hopefully, it's better. Hopefully that it, I mean, clearly, what 6 years later, it's from the first one or whatever it's been. I mean, it definitely looks like about a good. It's going to probably be about an 8 out of 10 game because of the story. But if the story is not well driven, because I don't really think the first one had a good story. I thought it was just you were kind of just random. So I don't know. Definitely going to play. Definitely will put some time into it, but not Avowed is my top one of this game out of this direct. So I'm just looking at. I'm just all I could think about is just Avowed right now. It's just I literally changed my picture and everything on that. I don't know. I'm just Hellblade is just not on my super radar because that's why me and Bushido were having a conversation literally before anybody joined the party about how this year might be a little bit better, but then again, it might not be compared to last year with video games because there's nothing that might not excite me as much as Avowed and Fable, but clearly we're not getting Fable this year, so yeah. So sorry, I know.
Looks like they're using id Tech for Indiana Jones.
Oh.
Are they? Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised either. I mean, it is Machine Games. They've done a lot of work on Wolfenstein in the past, so
Well,
yeah.
we are all of a sudden talking about Indiana Jones.
No.
Well,
So, Vinny, what did you think?
how it goes.
Hellblade.
It looked really good.
Yeah.
$50. I mean, I know a lot of people are upset that it's a shorter experience, but it takes a long time to make visuals like that. Like God of War 2018 was in development for like 5-6 years. Oh.
I think one of the biggest. Go on, Vinny. Sorry.
Oh no. but yeah, I thought it looked good. It was
Are we boring you,
solid
Vincent?
showing $50. No, I'm just tired.
Like I think one of the biggest things that is going to make the game feel like not feel short is not just a situation of like just how good is the story going to be, but other than a situation of like are they going to add new mechanics, how is the combat going to be, how is the flow of the combat, how is the flow of the gameplay itself. Like I think that the situation that they need to do is like use the story elements that you used really well in my opinion in the first game. I'm still playing through it. I haven't finished the game so far, but for what I'm playing I'm really enjoying it, but also add something new for the game to feel fast paced, but not as but not too much fast paced to the point where the game is going to feel like really short. So I think combat is the main thing that I'm going to be actually paying attention to the game because yes, once again, we saw great visuals, great audio. It's going to be a story-driven experience, but I saw a clip or another of gameplay of Senua walking and running, but I still wanna see how the combat is.
Yeah. Yeah, the first game
That's the
did
only
teeter on the edge there of being called a walking simulator. It did.
Yeah, it really was.
It is a,
But it was
is a
good.
bit of a walk.
Yeah,
No, it is
yeah.
really good. It is really good. But like one of the things I really enjoy about Hellblade One's combat is the animations. I think the sword animations, the swinging animations are really well made in really good detail. But the thing is that you can clearly notice that it is somehow janky when you are facing like 3 or 4 enemies at the same time because of that lock
Fist
on.
fighting is a bit jank.
Yeah. A little
So
bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like other than that, it is a good game. I think it is going to be a really good experience. Like Ninja Theory is not the type of developer that is going to disappoint, especially when they have enough resources to do something like that, because like Hellblade 1 again was made with a really small team and extremely limited resources. The studio itself said that, like the developers said that when on their video that announced that they were acquired by Microsoft. But now they are being backed up by Microsoft. If the only improvement we are seeing here are just visuals and nothing else, that's kind of a problem in my opinion. So I really hope that Ninja Fury understands that, okay, visuals are going to be amazing as we are showing off, because this is going to be running as well on the most powerful console ever. And we need to improve this game to make it feel better. We need to listen to all the criticism that people gave to us for the first game, which was only about combat, and we need to address that issue. So hopefully, combat flow is going to feel better. And like a game like Hellblade 2 really deserves to have a really better combat system, in my opinion. So that's what I'm going to be paying attention to. But other than that, I am excited.
What did you do? Have a Red Bull and a cup of coffee before you started the show?
Well, on that,
I mean, you guys,
on that note,
you guys don't like when I talk. Okay?
no, oh, you're good, you're good. But on that note, coming up on screen now is what I guess we're calling the Shadow presentation. I'll let you take this, Mac, because you did call it yesterday on the show. So
Yeah. Mana, the Mana game. So me and Miles, John Pierre, so I'm gonna throw Miles out there, have talked about this numerous times in the background. Of how there was going to be a Mana game that's possibly going to be coming to Xbox, and it was a surprise. I didn't know that it would be this. We've talked, like I said, I thought it was going to be a Square game. I thought more of a Final Fantasy game, because I feel like people are just want it so bad, but because of the the leaks and stuff that we've been getting from stuff. But I'm actually really surprised that it was a Mana game. I thought they wouldn't announce this until maybe just a random event, kind of more or less, not like this event. But I'm really happy about this, because it reminds me of the JRPG games that I like, with the Dragon Quest 11. There's some other games like Star Ocean and Tales of Vesperia and Arise. This is similar to these games, and Blue Dragon is the biggest one that I think it's similar to. If you ever played Blue Dragon on the 360, so to me this is something that is above and beyond. I didn't actually get what's the full name of the game? Is it called Visions of Mana? I think is what it's called.
Yeah,
Visions.
Okay, yeah, Vision of Mana. So I mean, they've all been, they all got some type of name of mana, but it's just a mana driven game. So I mean, I know a lot of people don't like JRPGs, so this is going to be a 50-50. Some people are going to like, oh, this is the greatest game. This is a really good game. I can't wait to try it. I don't think it's coming to Game Pass, Bushido, by the way. Remember we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Because all the other games had Game Pass at the end of it. This one didn't.
Right.
So I don't know. They might have some type of get a certain 20% off or something if you pre-order or something like that, if you have Game Pass, whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna buy it if if the timing's right and stuff like that, because JRPGs tend to be very long. You're looking at 40 minimum of 40 hours of normal games of JRPGs.
No. They start like 150 to 250 hours.
Well, about 70 hours is a normal JRPG. I've beat a few that were lower than that, like under 40 hours, but that's just smaller indie games. These are bigger games.
Right. I'm talking about the big ones,
70, anything that's a triple A or whatever you want to call it. How a double A, not a single A, or just an indie game. So it's going to be a long game, so it might be a weird timing. Depends on what the actual date is. It says summer, so we'll say August most likely, because they gotta have something for August. Maybe they might throw it in the Game Pass scenario or something like that. But definitely, to me, looks like a great JRPG, and I cannot wait to try it. I love I've played literally 3 of them in the last year, from Odyssey, Lost Odyssey, One Piece, and I played half of Dragon Quest 11, whatever they call that. I forgot what the actual name was. And I've been playing Tales of Arise in the background a little bit. So I've played some JRPGs this year, within the last year. So it's definitely something I'm looking forward to. So I don't know. What about you, Bushido? Do you want to play this?
Yeah, you definitely had a couple Red Bulls before the show. Anyway, um,
I wish.
but I thought it looked fantastic. Even though Vincent was hating on the game, I thought it looked really
Wait,
good.
what game?
And the
Visions of Mana.
man game,
I never
yeah.
said anything about Visions. I just
Uh,
said
you,
they took a little
you,
too much time, man. They,
yeah, that's hate though. That's enough hate right there. Anyway, so um, the game looked fantastic though. I've always been interested in that game from the first time I saw the trailer for it last year, I believe. And I'm just so glad that the game's coming out sooner than later because, like you said too, Mac, JRPGs to me, I have to find a spot for it. I can't just jump into like, all right, this is the next game. It has to have a spot because otherwise I'm not gonna be into the game. I got to be into knowing I'm gonna be in this world for, like I said, 150 to 200 hours. And if this is the case, then okay, we in this. So I got to be in the mood for it too. But this one looks really good though. This one looks special. So like I said, the Mac before too. I wonder if it's coming to Game Pass. It probably isn't, but it would be nice. But even if it doesn't, though, I actually buy it. No big deal.
Yeah. Vinny,
Not like you broke bot.
about
Mr.
Visions of Mana. It looks
Yes,
good.
sir.
I'm gonna get it.
Mm.
Did they say it was coming to Game Pass or just that it's coming to Xbox?
No.
So
it
at
is.
the
I
end
thought
of
we knew.
it, at the
I
end
thought
of
we
it,
knew.
yeah.
Yeah, at
Go
the
ahead.
end of
Yeah,
it,
so all
Game
the
Pass
other
wasn't
ones, so
listed.
all the other ones, yeah, so all the other ones had Game Pass listed at the end of it. It said Xbox, PC, and then Game Pass. This is the only one that did not have Game Pass directed at the end of it.
Oh, that's fine.
You know,
I thought we always knew it was coming to Xbox. That was my thing. So I was like,
Oh no, I knew it too. Yeah, it was definitely coming to Xbox, but in what
Well,
form?
see, well they
Yeah.
thought it was only going to be the first three Mana games. They didn't think that they were just going to throw the newest one on there when they made it.
oh,
So,
gotcha. I got
yeah, so
I
because they were,
played the old
yeah,
ones. I definitely played the old ones. They're
Yeah,
classic.
yeah.
Fabio, sir, as you
Um,
as you down the rest of that Red Bull.
like, let me be honest here. Like this Square Enix game, Vision of Mana, like looks great, looks really good. But I need to be honest with you. I just didn't care about it. To me, it was really way too long. I was yawning during that. I'm sorry.
So was
Okay.
Resident Gamer. He said the same thing.
So, as it's wrapping up on screen here, I do want to say that there are a lot of game franchises out there that are, lo and behold, cherished by many gamers. And though some of those franchises are so cherished that they cause other games to branch off of them. And Visions of Mana, Secrets of Mana, they got their origin in Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy was the cherished franchise that, and they even mentioned it at the very beginning of this presentation, that Mana, its roots are in Final Fantasy. And I would have liked Final Fantasy a lot more, the older ones, if they hadn't been turn based. And I played Secrets of Mana. I liked that. So yes, this is definitely on my radar. I will probably buy it, and yeah, I can't wait. But
One thing that I want to point out is that one of the developers that showed up there during this game, he looks like a character straight out from Yakuza. Like he
Yo,
really looks
we said that we
like
were
a
in this
Japanese
talking about how he's like a gangster or whatnot. Yeah, his
It
drip was
was
on fire though.
Yeah,
I was
I thought
I
he was like
was
a Devil
actually I
May
was
Cry character, man. He looked
I
like
was actually
right,
hoping
he
what's
did.
I
his
was
name?
actually hoping for him to use either sunglasses, an eye patch, and have a Chicago accent, stuff like that.
oh god, they come out here like, hey, this is my cousin Vinny here. That's right. Helping me hold up the corner here while we
Is it like
slinging
that
packs.
Hiroshi? This is
You
my
could definitely
cousin.
tell you could definitely tell he was in his late 50s, early 60s. So if you look at that time frame, he was growing up during the rock ages, so he probably still believes he's there, you know. So I mean,
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
a
I
lot
agree with
of
that. I do agree with
oh
that. He
yeah,
did grow up during the rock ages, so
yeah,
Yeah. So well,
leather
the
Faber,
game
everything.
was great though. I'm gonna buy it. I'm definitely buying it though.
Yeah,
let
yes,
me
yeah.
let me
yeah.
highlight a really good comment here by Fimber that saying this mana game is a huge win for Xbox and y'all don't know. Like I agree that it is a huge win for game for Xbox because like it is a
It
Japanese
really
game
is.
coming
Yeah.
to Xbox, and even though it is not something that I am interested, it is really good for the player base of Xbox because
Yes.
there are definitely tons of Xbox players that would really enjoy to play a true Japanese game, either a JRPG or a J adventure game, whatever. So yeah, it is a really good win.
I
now
agree.
is this? Has anybody checked? Has there been any talk of Visions of Mana up on? Oh yeah, I know there's another game on screen, guys, but I don't know. I don't think in the room, the temperature in the room is that they don't really want to talk about a
You wanna talk?
an
No,
art.
we can talk about a we can talk about that. I am interested in it, but the problem is I only play on console. I don't play on PC. So I was really hoping when I saw that they were going to talk about this game once again during the directs. I thought they might mention something about console, but what they showed to me was not that. So like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to play until it gets to console.
That's
Yeah,
gonna hurt the developers' feelings.
I'm sorry. I'm
there's
sorry. Like again, we already know that it is possible to make a game like that on console. We got Halo Wars. We got Age of Empires finally on console. Why, why can't you do that as well?
yeah. This to me though, it looks like what Sid Meier's Civilizations,
Civilization.
It does,
Civilization.
yeah.
where you have control
But
over areas and the direction of those areas, but you don't actually have control over individual units.
mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
individual units,
Like
that's a
Bob,
traditional RTS, and this is more of a Sid Meier type game.
like Bob, you are the expert
Oh
in these
gosh.
types of games. What did you think of this game? What was your reaction? What was your expression? Like, was it interesting for you? Are you excited for it? Like, I already gave my 2 cents on it because I really would love to play this on console, but so far not possible. So yeah, I leave it
Well,
up to you. What
um,
did you think of this
I
game?
was very, um, I was shocked by the large scale of it. I believe was it sometime during the presentation they showed where you could like really futuristic like bot suits on people. It reminded me
Yeah, I
of.
thought that was cool.
I was like, wow! And you even commented on it while we were watching it, Bush. Where
Yeah,
they're going really far out there. So
yeah.
I mean, it could be interesting from that point, from that perspective, but I don't know. Games like this are kind of a roll of the dice because, like I said, you don't have complete control. It's more of a like someone almost more as a you're in an overseer role, like you're playing God in the game, and I don't know. I mean, it depends on how fine the control gets. I mean, if it stays, that's what I didn't like about Sid Meier's Civilizations, and there's another one that I'm thinking of too, but I can't. The name escapes me, but it's that same type of game, and yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, the concept art, it all looks really cool. They look like they even said they're trying to stay true to the heritage and traditions of the different civilizations. And there's that name again, Sid Meier, Civilizations, which this is definitely right up that alley. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay,
if it,
I just want to put
it's going to
out
be in
What's up
Game
with that
Pass.
Miles Morales cut in every game now?
I just want to point out the fact that like I gave the mic to Bob because I thought that Bob was going to be the most excited person for this game, and he said like, well, it seems that the other panel members don't want to talk about this game. Like it gave the impression that you wanted to talk about it, but it seems that you are kind of sad about it.
Well, no,
What
it's
happened
just
there?
I'm really like traditional RTS games where I actually
You're just whelmed.
yeah you build the units and then you have control over individual units, and this is more of a direction type game, which appeal to people that don't want all that minute control, and I can understand why you may not want all that. Some people are more comfortable playing the overseeing role, and I'm just not. But it's going to be in Game Pass, so I'll try it on my PC in Game Pass. Ta-da! See?
I will too soon
Nope.
on my PC Game Pass.
No risk,
No,
all
Vincent.
reward.
They got Vincent.
Oh, they got me good, brother. They got me real good.
My boy just went and paid $2,000 for a video card, and I'm the one that, quote unquote, makes all the money here. Okay.
Well, you're rich because you're frugal. That's why you're
Let's
rich.
go. Yeah, I was just saying, let's not deny that one though, Bobby. Don't
The
try to
poor
hide.
spend, the rich
Well,
save.
Bobby,
The
like
poor spend the rich save.
while he pays like $2,000 for his graphics card, you pay like 2 billion for one. So like, it's
Okay.
kind of unfair there.
The next game, the one that I think everybody was more anticipated to see what kind of game it was than they were actually waiting to hear news about it, and that is the Indiana Jones game by Machine Games. And spoiler, it's going to be first person with some
It looks amazing.
with some environmental traversal that pans out to third person when you do it.
Well, that's
Who
remember
called
I
it,
kind
Bobby?
of called.
Who called it, Bobby?
I will say that I did say that it's probably going to be like the Rainbow Six, where you go in a cover, or you climb something, and it'll go into third person, and that's exactly what it was. I don't know. It looks good. I just,
It looks
man,
good. You're really so bummed out to the point where you're going to get and say just yeah, it looks good. Like,
I just don't like first person. I just don't like games like
Yeah,
name a game that's like this. That's first person. Name a game that has sold well.
Someone clip that. Someone clip that. Like he said, I just don't like games. There we go.
With
games.
with the transversal, Doom Eternal did it very well.
But Doom Eternal is a first person shooter. This game is not driven to be a first person shooter.
It is the first game of its series.
Bro.
It's just that
But it's not a first person shooter. That's what I'm see, he's naming a game that's literally directed to shoot your gun and kill everything, right? This game is not meant for this. This game is meant for like climbing, and then throwing your whip around. It's a different type of first person game, right? We're talking about this game like this. Mirror Edge is the only game that I could consider that's similar to this, is Mirror Edge. And if you guys ever played that game, it's what other game is like that? That's a first-person game.
It's a good game. Yeah.
Atomic Heart. It reminded me a lot of Atomic Heart.
Yeah, but see, Atomic Heart is still a first-person. That's more driven to be a first. I know it's not a first-person. That's more of like a little bit of a combination of Dark Souls
like
with melee and sword. Yeah, but it's a little bit. It's. I just don't think games. I'm not saying this game is going to be on Game Pass, so it's going to have its people, right? It's got the name. It's Indiana Jones alone. Will make it the game play. People will play it just for the name alone, right? Because that's the only. I'm still going to play it because of that. Because I want to see what this Indiana Jones stuff is about. Because I've never watched the movies. We've talked about it last night. I'd like to see what this is. Well, I'm going to have to watch the movies now because clearly this is between two of the movies. So I have to figure out what it's about. So I mean, it's just these games. I don't know. Mirror Edge did not sell well, and Mirror Edge was a pretty decent game for the 360 into Edge, Mirror Edge on the Xbox One and the PS4. It still was a good game, but
the second one didn't.
No,
because people, it's one of those things where you just you've played it once, like, and it's okay, cool. Your second time, Thief is another game that's like this that I could probably pinpoint that thing. And I think that's actually made by Machine Games too. Or a similar company that might be made. Well, people probably from Dishonored probably works for Machine Games because they're all Bethesda. So
Wait a minute.
it's
Wait, let me
yeah,
check
it's called
here.
Thief. It's a ninja. It's a ninja like it's kind of similar actually. I would think it's kind of like Dishonored. It's kind of
No.
that's
I'm
where.
talking about the developer. I know the Thief series.
Okay,
Like,
okay, yeah, Thief. I don't know who makes it.
I do
One
interactive.
second. Okay, yeah. It's so Thief was like another game like this, and that game it bugged, bro. People just did not like it, and I swear, like 3 months after the game come out, I seen it at a freaking a Five Below store for $5, which is sad to think. I just don't think games that are first person driven. The only thing that's going to save this game is because it's on Game Pass clearly, and it's Indiana Jones. That's it. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to get a high medic score. I think it's going to be under 85. I don't think it's going to be the greatest. It just sucks. I mean, so give me 1 second. The wife just got home. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay. And, his sentiments carried in the chat, too. To quote Jedi Knight Peter, shout out to you, brother. Not happy about that first-person perspective. Why the fuck did they do that? Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Stop crying.
That's the type of games that Machine Games makes. I think the writing was on the wall when we found out who it was. Who else thought it was going to
be third person?
Because I was in doubt if it was going to be first or third person, but I was probably thinking it was going to be first because it is Machine Games. But Machine Games does make good games. If for what we saw, it looks amazing. It looks really good. What we need to see now is how the combat is and how the story is as well. Because if we get okay, this is just Wolfenstein Youngblood with a Indiana Jones skin, that's a really big issue because not only you are using assets that didn't work from a previous game that was heavily criticized for, but you are putting this with a really big beloved IP. So how do they make a game like this? Like Mac was saying, something like an adventure game, but which is first person. Work in terms of having a high score or good sales, really just make it true to what you are preaching on. Really make it true to the IP you are working on. Because yes, I do agree with Mac in that situation that what is the big factor that are going to make people either buy the game or play the game? I don't think it's Game Pass. I literally think it is because it's Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I mean, it's got one thing going for it because they put it in the timeline. They gave it a name that could be. I would expect that to be a movie name. I'm not saying they're going to make a movie after this game, but it fits in the timeline. It fits in the timeline, and the title kind of sounds like it belongs in that timeline. You have Indiana and the Last Crusade, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones and the
it is. Yeah, basically what they are saying is is between the first and the third movie. So it doesn't have. They are just giving themselves the freedom to that because other than that, there's just the Temple of Doom and you can say that.
And by doing that, they've instantly and immediately captured every movie fan to play this game.
Because if they go with the fourth movie beyond,
Yeah.
Oh, the fourth movie. I'm about to say, there's nothing wrong with the third one. I thought the third one was good.
No, I'm talking about the fourth. The fourth movie is horrible.
I got you.
The third movie is amazing with Sean Connery. God damn it.
I actually didn't mind
the king or the crystal
skull
seeds solos or whatever.
Crystal skulls.
The crystal eggs, yeah.
I thought it was the crystal skull, but
Well, you're talking about that movie, right?
Well, it's
Yes.
what?
But like I think the situation of a third person game could work, but I think that they would try it would be way too much like Uncharted. Because other than
Who
that, the
cares?
Oh.
explaining like why I think that they decided to go with first person. I really enjoy. I'm not bummed out by it because it's first person. I'm really excited for it anyways. But like thinking about it, a third person game for this Indiana Jones would be really way too much like Uncharted, and people would start complaining and saying that it's way too similar and la di da blah 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 blah.
I
So,
wouldn't even care.
So
Because
you,
where do you think Uncharted got its roots from? Indiana
oh
Jones.
yes.
So
yes.
for any person to say,
Tomb Raider.
how about that too? Tomb Raider was even before that. But if somebody
No,
had
I
said
know.
that to me, that this game is copying other, I'm like, oh, dude, Indiana Jones was first. I don't understand where you come from with this because he's the originator of all that concept of
Yeah, but the game. But which game
okay.
came first?
No, I'm not talking about the game. I'm just talking about the character.
Yeah, but like, I'm coming with this. I'm not making the review of like making the comparison between the games. Of course, Indiana Jones came first. Of course, Nathan Drake is inspired in Indiana Jones. Of course, the Uncharted series was made based and inspired on Indiana Jones. But people
Mm.
are going to say, Uncharted came before this game. It's way too similar.
No.
Yeah, I
Oh
would
yeah,
look.
if it was
It's
third
a good
person,
game.
dude, people would be like, "It's a ripoff.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
exactly like
They would use
Uncharted.
But think about
Was
this
this
too, though.
Nathan Drake or Indiana Jones?"
So
Listen, think about it this way too. No matter what you do as an Xbox fan or Xbox does, they're gonna have something to say.
Exactly.
Even the guy who
Hey,
plays Starfield played
you could put God of War
1,000
on
hours.
Xbox and they'd still bitch.
Exactly.
Probably. You know what? Okay, so just put just put an isometric camera on Indiana Jones, and it's going to be just like Diablo. There we go. That's the solution.
so but
Like
okay, so
Diablo.
can we say that with this game's direction and its perspective that Machine Games is the person to do it? Or
I mean, if you're gonna do it in first person, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, I think they're gonna
Yeah,
do
I
a good
think
job.
it's fine. Like
No,
it
they
all
should have
depends.
hired Naughty Dogs. That's who they should
It
have
all
hired.
depends.
Yeah, they
It all
should have
It all depends
hostile
when the
takeover,
game
Naughty
gets.
Dog.
there you
It
go.
all depends when the game gets released. Above all else, for us to say anything about is Machine Games the right studio for it, just wait to see to get the game before.
Yeah. I mean,
Everybody's gonna have a conversation about whatever like that. But my thing would be, are you satisfied with it being first person or not? I thought the game looked really good though.
It looks
Um,
really good. Looks amazing.
yeah,
it
I'm
does.
all for it. So I'm not. Listen, I'm disappointed. Like me and Mac talked about this a while ago. Like, look, we want this to be third person, and that was just it. And the game's not third person, so what I see now is like, look, I had to adjust in. I'm not going to hold that against the game because what I want. So I just had to make the adjustment, and from what I saw, it looks cool. So I'm for it, but I didn't really want an Indiana Jones game anyway. I'm an older guy, and I'm like, look, Indy's like 30 years past his time. Like,
Yeah, I thought I was like, why are they doing Indiana Jones?
yeah, that's because Todd probably did it when it was still okay. It was
Yeah,
yeah, he started that joint a long time ago. Now he's stuck with it now, but as long as the game's
There's
good, I can't complain.
they made an Indiana Jones game because there's one, two, three, four. There's five assholes doing a podcast right now. They are really excited for something like that.
I do have to
Look,
say,
if they make the game, and the game is good, I can't complain.
when I started seeing Todd Howard's name a whole lot during the presentation, I kind of got,
Yep, he called it out. Yep.
I got a little iffy, but then I thought
Oh
about
my
it.
gosh.
I thought about it. I'm like, well, Todd Howard, he's an OG. so he's probably a big fan of the older movies. Probably watched them hundreds of times. I think he'll be faithful to the canon. And I gotta say something else. I'm really surprised when they showed that timeline. They mentioned the first and the third movies, but really not the best movie of the trilogy, in my opinion, Temple of Doom. The Temple of Doom was amazing.
I didn't notice that.
So if it's in the middle, where at in the middle? Is this after Temple of Doom or before? Because Temple of Doom was the best one of the original trilogy.
Really, you think so?
Yeah, I mean Sean Connery. Let's face it. The Last Crusade. Sean Connery made that movie. He played that character perfectly.
I loved The Last Crusade. That's probably my favorite Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah.
Besides the Lost Ark.
Palpatine in the chat. You said it best. First time I've seen it put that way. This is Indy Finstein. Indy Finstein.
I'm gonna play Uncharted with how excited I am about Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we started to notice like that every single Nazi that we see in the game is just the same Nazi character asset from the Wolfenstein games put it in the Indiana Jones.
You know, the funny part is that's what also makes them perfect for the game.
Yeah.
The whole Wolfenstein thing again, and the Nazi.
They know how to do the Nazis, man.
Yeah.
There's some Italian black coats too.
Don't harp on that for too long. Would you say, Vincent? My fault. I didn't mean to talk over you.
No, you're good. There was some Italian black coats too in the game, like the uniform.
Didn't notice.
Oh, Peter says Raiders is the best indie movie. Yeah, I like Raiders, but now
no.
I'm a big.
First of all, he's a foreigner, and I don't understand how he got an opinion on an American movie. That needs to stop.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh shit!
How do I get an opinion in an American movie? Then you son of a bitch.
Ugh.
Well, no, because see, you got listen. It's about
you have Scarface. You have Scarface.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not from Cuba, goddammit. I'm from Brazil.
I know. I was just being a smartass. That's all.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Fabio. I love you. Thember, I'm sorry too in the chat. I'm sorry, Thember.
What's the name for that?
All right. So since this showcase is over, when do we think the summer showcase will happen?
We got Pablo Escobar.
I can't wait for the summer one.
Do we think it's July?
Yeah, because that's when we get Gears of motherfucking War, boys. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
If that Gears of War thing is true, I'm gonna lose my freaking. Listen, not remaster. I'm talking remake.
Listen, the reason why I think it's gonna happen is because they don't have a shooter game this year, right? They've already announced that Call of Duty is not coming out till next year.
You do have a shooter, Indiana Jones.
A real shooter, not a that. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Did y'all see him shoot that gun? That shit looked horrible.
For the game, the developers.
Yeah, so I think that Gears of War collection thing would be smart this year, right? You're low on first-person real shooters, and you don't got nothing. Halo's unless they're gonna redo Halo, unless they fix Halo like they said they did.
I'm looking up for Gears of War at the end of the summer.
At the end of the summer.
It's gotta be slick, and it's gotta be big, and it's gotta give me all that I want.
Person.
That's what she said. Yeah. But I do think we're gonna real quick. I mean, in all reality, has everybody played every Gears of War here, right? I think everybody has probably played every campaign, right?
Yes.
I mean, every Gears of War Judgment was not as bad as everybody put it out. I didn't. Really it wasn't as good. Compared to 1 to 3. See, the thing was, it was between 1 and 3 was so amazing. It's kind of like anything else. Like, it's rare that a game is. Halo Reach was the only one that I've ever seen them make more than 3 games, and the 4th one be really good.
ODST.
Yeah, well, ODST was kind of just a DLC to Halo 3.
I really did like ODST.
Good.
I mean, it's got to happen, right? It's because people that play PC, right? But most people that own PC have played it. It's like but it's like it needs to go to 120 frames. I would love to see Gears of War play at 120 frames, like all the old original ones, because none of them go over 60. So, and then and then what they can do, they can remake Gears 2 like they did Gears 1 or Gears 3, whatever one they decide to. They can do a full blown remake and bring all the maps out back and all the good bangers. And I think they could do it because it just makes sense, right? I mean, and we're so far from Gear 6 because we haven't got an announcement from it yet. So you're still at least another 2 years away from Gear 6. So why not this? Not this, and then Halo probably isn't for another 3 years. So you got Call of Duty next year.
Remember, there was a rumor that they were working on another project. I'm not so sure.
The Battle Royale? Are you talking about the Battle Royale thing? Are you talking about the Halo Battle Royale?
No. I don't talk about Halo. I was talking about Gears again. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, but they already said that. So they already kind of said they put that to the side already. They've already admitted to that, I thought.
Right.
But it could be maybe they just might be bullshit. They might be bullshitting too, though.
Yeah,
but they might be bullshitting too, though. Yeah, so, I mean, it looks like that might be the big surprise of the years. Well, it's not really a surprise because we always accumulate and find out and talk about stuff. And I think Gears, I'm going to say Gears 3 has been over 10 years now. So it's definitely, it could be remake, I always say at least 8+ years, if give a game for a full-blown remake, it's got to be at least a generation and a half. And that's why I always say about 8 years, almost 9 years would be perfect. And yeah, I know we kind of got off topic from the direct because we're kind of at that point now where this direct is going to be what we're going to see in June is a little bit different than what we see now. We're not going to see Hellblade because Hellblade's coming out before the June event. We're going to see a little bit more on probably Indiana Jones and probably just a little small teaser because we've already seen gameplay and maybe a release date. What else do we have? Avowed, that's going to probably get a release date and a little small trailer. And then Towerborn and all the other games, but there's nothing that outside of that really sets the point of like a Gears of War or a Halo or a Call of Duty or anything. Forza's probably done for Forza Horizon's probably not coming out till the next year, in 2025. So there's nothing really that Microsoft has that's their normal rotation of games that they throw out. So Gears.
Well, we don't know what they have at Activision though, because Activision is going to have their own thing.
Well, see, the thing is, Activision, they just got into the enhancement of, it's going to be, a lot of this is going to be multi-plat stuff. I'm talking about first-party bangers. So, I mean, Call of Duty is the most obvious thing that they're going to, set in stone on because it's what makes them, at least 20% of the Activision money. Clearly $1 billion a year plus just from Call of Duty is ridiculous, and, sit down, babe. She's not feeling good. It's just, it's one of those things that I just don't. I mean, what if Activision helps out with Gears? Activision can help Halo out fix their fucking servers. So I think they might have finally found the problem with Halo, by the way, why we were getting desync. They might have finally found the solution of what the biggest problem is, which is weird. Yeah, it's so real quick before we get into that, but Gears 3 would be awesome to remake, or Gears 2. Gears 2 and 3 are my favorite two Gears. So I definitely would like to see that. Yeah, but the reason why there's rumors that the desync is because if you go into Forge mode, they have these things that make the ground flat where, let's say there's rocks or something like that, but you can still bounce a nade through it, right? Well, they're like surfacing things where you can jump on them, right? Supposedly there's too many on the map, and that's why we get desync problems. So there's something to do with them flattening the ground and stuff out. And all that might be the reason why we're getting desync, because it's making the connection go berserk because there's too much stuff in that little area. So they might have found the solution with the network problem too. So we might get 2-for-1 special on Halo Infinite getting fixed the right way after all these 2 years of gaming. So and plus the Unreal Engine 5 rumored of being the UI and stuff now, that also might help it a little bit too. I know we're kind of getting thrown off at the direct. I'm talking out my ass right now. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. From the sound of things, you've been talking out of your ass all day.
I am talking to you. Remember, I'm talking to you, so just remember.
Fellas, KY Bobby on the KY Bobby show.
That's right. Well, no.
Just remember, you invited me to this podcast. Remember?
Yo, that makes it funny to me because Bob don't sound nothing like that. Oh man.
Kitty must be in the background. His wife wife must be in the background writing his words, so that's probably what it is.
Yeah. He's got the teleprompter
I
up.
can't see that card,
Right.
honey. Hold
He's
it up
got his
higher.
ear. He's got his one. He's got his earpiece in one ear, and she's talking in the other one. We're gonna talk about how we go on a date. Yeah. Just remember, Bobby, for that one action you did, you got about 10 things coming your way. Just remember this. So
I wasn't referring
It's
to the
essential.
words
Mr.
that came
Bobby.
out of you mentioned you had a problem today, earlier, and that's what I was talking about.
listen,
Shout
I
out
don't
to
have a
Mrs.
problem.
Bobby, Katie Cat. She a real gamer. You know, we played with her a few times. We gamed with
Like
her a
Bobby.
few times, and she nice, man. She nice. I thought she be the time we was playing Remnant, and they was playing together, and she was like, listen, Bob, if you don't get it together and stop dying, I was like, wow, she do not play.
Stop wasting our
big
goddamn
up.
time, Bob. This 400K
Big
don't
ups to
come
Mrs.
easy.
Bobby.
All right, so Fabio.
You guys hear that they're giving a raise to all the Ford employees, right? 20%. So you guys know what that means, right? Bobby is almost at $500,000, and he said he's going to buy all of us the new game, the new Vision of Mana game, because it's not on Game Pass. So he's buying all of us that.
He
There it
loves
is.
us.
That's our. Oh my God.
Wow.
And we're all
Yeah.
getting invited
Keep
to
it.
the Illuminati because Bob's the top 1%.
Oh,
Uh-oh. He's
Bobby,
in a
that
cult.
was generous of you, man. That's really generous of you.
I'm waiting for my BT3 code.
Well,
Still from mainland China, that's why it's been taking so long.
Mr. Bush, don't hold your breath, otherwise you'll have other medical problems.
Don't worry, Bush. Just wait until the PlayStation 2nd showcase this year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That secret one, man. That was something, man. That was something.
You know
It was such a secret. Nobody knew anything about it.
You know what's funny?
Starfield's coming to PlayStation day and day. Bookmark this.
So I got an email.
Shout out Colin Moriarty.
I got an email from PlayStation that said, "Click to check out."
Look at that. He talked to PlayStation 2. Oh my God. You know he got bank. Anytime they texting them, emailing them. Good. I'm sorry, Bobby. Go ahead.
I think it's the same email everybody got. It was a look back at 2023 and what to look forward to in 2024. And
yeah, but you went to like a ball or something after that. You know, you had to go with your shoes and ties, and cape.
So
Mrs. Bobby had on a gown.
So I was flipping through their 2024, what to look forward to.
See, he never wants to talk about it.
And I was like, well, I can play that somewhere else. Then I clicked on scroll up a little farther. I was like, well, I can play that somewhere else. And I can play that. It's like 80% of their what to look forward to is like, I can already play that on something else. The 2024 is going to be a dry year on that side.
I don't know, man. I don't know. PlayStation might have a secret game coming out.
Oh yeah,
and another secret showcase.
Yeah, yep, and another secret show.
That would be a super secret show then.
Well, the first one was super secret. This one's S rank, so it's even higher.
S rank secret show. Yeah, S rank.
Double S. Yeah, this one's double S rank. Yeah.
Double S. Super.
Oh,
secret.
guys, breaking news.
Super.
Apparently, the new Elder Scrolls expansion is coming to PlayStation. I think they were right. Xbox is going third party.
Oh
my
no!
God. Did you say a live service game that they need people to play and buy to keep it going?
Always been there, hasn't it?
Yeah, dude. I can't believe that they're releasing an expansion on a platform where the game was already there. I can't believe it.
How dare they announce an
Next thing you know,
expansion
Hi-Fi
of
Rush.
a game already a multiplayer game. A multiplayer
Next thing you know, they're
game.
gonna announce the next expansion for Fallout 76 on PlayStation.
Oh no!
Wow.
But that's Bethesda. That was never supposed to happen.
Wow.
Phil, you liar!
No.
Somebody needs to be fired.
No, imagine worse when they actually
I
release
sacrificed the booty man.
a new Call of Duty game on PlayStation. Oh my Lord.
I swear, if Call of Duty comes to PlayStation this year,
That's
It's
it.
third party.
Nah,
It's
that's
just
it.
third party. It's just
Xbox is third party.
Yeah,
Party for thirds.
I can't be upset at that. I think you're right. I think it's the writing's on the wall after that.
You're gonna be third party and still third place.
Yeah, so
Hey,
that's what. Listen, I got asked that one
3
time.
for 3.
So I was like, "How's it feel to be in third place?" And then I got sad.
so
I said,
you're
"Sad,
also,
Dan."
I mean, on the other side of the aisle, you're forgetting Helldivers 2, PlayStation. I think this is the first game that Sony's ever done or funded or been a part of. It's day.
Yeah, I'm gonna say funded. Yeah, because they didn't make
It's
the game.
day and date on another platform.
Helldivers 1 was day and date.
On PC also.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty sure it was day and date on PC.
Well then, see,
Wow.
Same with Planet Side 2.
the writing has been on the wall. They just refuse to acknowledge it.
Listen, Kenshiro Yoshida, from the CEO of PlayStation, he said himself he wants PlayStation on every screen. We're going mobile. We're going PC. We're going microwave. We're going air fryer. We're going doorbells everywhere.
Even refrigerators.
He said we
Even-
want
You're gonna play it on the magnets on the refrigerator. That's how far PlayStation's gonna be.
You're gonna make me choke on my soda. Damn it.
He's a visionary, man.
Wow, Bobby, you said soda? Wow, you get to drink soda? That's how rich you are? I gotta drink water.
In this economy, I gotta drink the Flint water. It's brown.
Oh my god, the Flint water. He said that doo-doo water.
Bobby got clean water.
Wow, sounds like hey, y'all ever see the Hunger Games? You know how they got like the districts like 1 through 12? This man Bobby in the top 1 and shit like that.
He probably has
the rest of us are in the 11 and 12. No. See, us Americans are like at 11. Then you got Fabio in 12 because he's in Brazil, and then you got KY Bobby that's in the number 1. Like Jesus Christ, man!
No, I'm not.
I'm sick of this shit.
I'm not number 1. I'm in the 0 class.
You're so high that they don't even. You're so high they don't even give you.
Sound just like a politician. I'm just trying to relate to us poor folks.
He's just lying. You know what he does? He says, "This is what the people of the sector are going to do. Everybody's going to give us $1 billion. We're going to get stuff, and then all of it comes up missing." Typical Bobby way. Typical Congress way. Such a bitch. God. Damn.
All right. Let's wrap.
Okay, y'all. Listen, y'all ever see? Listen, real quick. Hold on. We're not wrapping this up. We're still going to make fun of you real quick. Y'all seen the end of Twisted Metal, right? Has anybody watched Twisted Metal here? Right at the end of this series, he made made the guy John go out for a half baked ice cream from Ben and Jerry's to Chicago to L.A. This is how fucked up it was. Just want to clarify, that's what Bobby would do. That's how rich Bobby would be in the world of popular. He would make some cocksucker go get half baked fucking Ben and Jerry's from across the country. That's how rich Bobby
he
is.
even makes
That's where he's
conditions
at.
where he has to have it, cold inside of a type of chill, a cooler that's handmade from Eskimos, and so like all these weird requests inside of there instead of just bringing him the ice cream. It's always
Bobby even wipes it. Somebody wipes Bobby's ass for him. He don't even have to wipe his own ass. That's crazy.
Hey man, that's just like to be rich. So
Bobby probably ended the show like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, probably.
Real quick, what did everybody rate the show? What's the out of 10?
I thought it was a 10. Like out of the format, I love the format. It's like
Yeah, but out of your
gameplay,
personal-
there was information. Oh yeah, 10.
10? Okay. Fabio?
Considering everything, like the format, what they offered there, the games, the things that I liked, and the things that I was like, okay, I don't care, or I am actually yawning here, I would definitely give it like an 8 or an 8.5, probably an 8 to be fair.
that's good.
Bobby?
7.5.
That's the sloppy answer right there.
Persona. I don't know. Persona was in
It
there.
just didn't like
7.5.
the thing.
See,
Where's
If we're
Jabari?
we're talking just like the way they did the thing. I'm going to give it a 10. Sorry, this kid's crying because he's acting like he's dying. A 10, but for like what I enjoyed of gaming-wise, a 7. I hated that freaking RTS and Indiana Jones not being third person put it down one for me. So yeah, everything else invalid and all.
Out.
You're a cop. You said it was a 7-2. Shut up.
You gotta give it 2.
Aura surprisingly sold me. That I wasn't looking forward to that game, but that game looks good.
Yeah,
I
it
think
does.
it's
worth
But
it,
that's
yeah.
why I wanted for it to be on console. I'm not gonna play on PC. That's why.
Oh, that's right. No, yeah, 7 out of 10 because it's not on console. Fuck that. Oh wait, what am I talking about? I'm a PC Master Race now. I got a 4090. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Yeah, PC.
Wow.
I keep forgetting, man. I'm no peasant.
Oh man, yeah. You just you know, yeah. I understand. I understand how that could happen.
I'll keep playing on your $500 machines.
That's just
Anyway.
it's not right. Mm-mm. So, Fabio, you gave it a 7? Was it a 7?
8.
8.
Someone
Mac,
doesn't pay attention.
Mac gave it a 7. Mr. Bush, what do you give it?
I give it a 9. I'm only giving it a 9 because Indiana Jones wasn't third person, but what I did see in first person, I did really enjoy, and I thought all the games were just on point, man. Even though Aria, or whatever it's called, ain't really for me or on console, it looked pretty good. It was yeah. Everything else though was I'm for it. So.
Oh, breaking news.
Ooh.
Halo's going to have a community live stream tomorrow revealing the roadmap for 2024.
Ooh.
Nice. So we're going to do another show after. No, just kidding.
No, but we'll definitely. You may see some of that clipped roadmap on next week's Game Set Live show. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah. Give me more.
I'll be doing a thing.
You so Vinny gave it a 10.
Yep.
Sound like
Are
a
you
pony.
so shocked? Are you so shocked?
Hello, my name
Like,
is Colt
people like-
Eastwood. This is a 10 out of 10.
How do you give it? Why do you give it out of 10 for everything with gameplay and everything in general, or you just like? Did you like everything that much? Is
Why you
that
gotta pressing him?
So
I want to know. I want to know why. I want to. Not everybody.
so-
He's the first person I heard say it. That's why I want to know.
I'm giving it a 10 because of the format of the showcase, right? There was gameplay, there was
Yeah.
information about games, and it was quick. Like there was no fluff in between. Like here at Xbox, we like to deliver, you know.
Yeah,
and
but I say, yeah. Okay, so you're going off format. I'm talking about like the games that you. What game did you like?
And gameplay wise, I wasn't really looking forward to Indiana Jones at first. I wasn't looking forward to Aura. I'll be honest. Even Avowed, I was a little like, you know, let's see how it goes. But all those games, like the gameplay for all of them, like looked phenomenal to me. I thought they did a good job with first person indie, and you know, I was expecting it to be first person, but I didn't expect it to be like as fluid traversal like that, where you're like whipping everywhere and climbing things
You
and jumping
can
on
whip it.
planes and blimps. Yeah,
It's
That's all I wanted to know.
it's a FPW. It's a first person whipper.
that's a BBW.
I would like to change my score. I'll give it.
Okay, what are you changing it to?
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I think 8 to 10 is fair.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, I am.
I like to
actually,
change my score.
Yes.
6.3.
Ooh.
No, I'm gonna keep it the same. I'm only joking. I'm gonna give it a 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with a 9. I was very satisfied with the show, even though I wanted Indy to be third person. I couldn't hold that against what I saw still. So
Just because of that, Mac. Just because of that, I changed your name on screen.
I changed it to IGN.
Private Mac.
Listen, I'm looking at the Discord and I see the shit swap, right? I'm like, well, that's just fucking weird. But I didn't realize you changed it. No, I'm giving it, dude. I'll give. Do you want to hear my Starfield take of the 7? That motherfucker deserved a 7 or less. I'm sorry. I don't think Starfield was good. So I agree with the guy that gave it a 7. That's my opinion. I just
Lord. Yeah, it's
I'm
a
sorry.
shitty opinion. No, just kidding.
No, it's not. The game. That's the reason it wasn't in Game of the Year for a reason because it wasn't as good as everybody thought it was going to be. So
It is definitely a shitty opinion.
it's okay.
Here
Go
we
play your
go.
Halo in your ninth world country and shut up.
Oh, all right. So
you change it. Find it back.
we're gonna wrap up the show. We've actually gone an hour and 20 minutes on a 50-minute presentation. I'm impressed.
It's because 90% of
Because Bushido's back. We talk too much now.
Yeah, 90% of the stuff we talk is shit. So yeah, so like we are just
Each other.
That's
mainly.
so unfair to say. But I bet you the viership went up. I guarantee that. The viewership went up.
We were
and it
at
will
2
continue to
viewers
go
for
up.
most of the show, so I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
We're at
Listen,
3.
our last show had 57 views after the fact during that week. I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be higher than that. It's going to be 150.
Kids Move brought up a good point. He said Alan Wake 2 digital only $59.99 Game of the Year contender. Hellblade 2 digital only $50 also in Game Pass. Boycott trash.
Yep. He's 100% right.
yep, basically.
Well,
You don't agree with Kids Move with some stuff. He be doing some goofy stuff.
Kids Move don't have a brain cell, bro. I'm sorry. That guy is not
Yeah,
the
he's
smartest
doing
person
some
in the
goofy
bunch.
stuff, man. I don't understand why.
Yeah,
But
he's a little
he's right
out
on
there,
this
you
one.
know.
Yeah.
I think he rode the yellow.
That's ism.
What I'm saying. Just saying.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Yeah, if you want to find these guys, their Twitter X handles are on the screen, as well as our
Just keep your eyes
chat
open.
moderator. Keep your eyes open. And yeah, I'm gonna get off here and we're gonna go play some games. And I don't know, maybe I'll touch grass. Hold on, my grass is frozen.
I'm gonna take a nap like an old man.
I tell you what, it does sound a nap sounds appealing. But yeah, everybody, peace out, and we'll see you next Wednesday for another episode of Game Set Live. Later, everybody.
Good night from New York City. It's KY Bobby Show.